알려주는 장치였네. 자, 사냥꾼 있지만 현상금 사냥꾼은 저를 못 잡아요. 이 얼마나 눈물 나는 상황일까. 옆으로 돌아가야 되네. 뭐 이렇게 핑핑 돌리냐? 윗부분까지 올라왔어. 위에 있죠? 어차피 여기 못 와요? 자, 1포인트 하나 확보. 풀어. 뭐 하는 거야? 자, 일단 돌아갑시다.
They
오이.
won't ask any questions. Best keep out of sight.
우리 현상탄 친구 저기 있네요. 면역력이 강한. 사망. 면역력이 정말 강했군요. 암살까지는 면역력이 안 됐나 봅니다. 바로 위에 채석장 처리하러 가도록 하죠. 이제 염소 사냥꾼. 푹 사망.
Bless you, Icarus.
역시 이카로스 겁나 세. 얼마나 셉니까 저거. 좋아요, 저기 있네요. 자, 일단 어떻게 잡을지 고민을 해봐야 되겠구만. 오, 교단 애들이었네 여기. 애들이 지금 복장이 교단 복장이죠. 너의 숨통 빠빠? 푸쇼?
That's the end of you.
자, 브리손 사망. 야, 근데 바로 떡치니까는 그걸 또 안 하네. 무서운 친구들이구만. 분명 안 보이는 곳에서 덮쳤는데? 어떻게 한 거지? 알다가도 모를 세상이에요. 못 봤나? 오자마자 바로 암살각.
Someone's down. I'll take a look.
좋아요. 체스장 끝. 자, 이제 위로 올라가야 되죠? 후후, 위로 올라가는 게 아니라 저쪽으로 넘어가야죠. 자, 넘어가고 자, 활동 끝내고 바로 참가한 다음에 세팅 좀 했다가 합시다. 어디 있냐? 왜 저기 있대? 아니 왜 저기에 있대? 난 이미 벗어난 지가 언젠데? 반응이 느리구만. 사냥꾼 지금 헤매고 있죠. 자, 위로 가서 끝. (52) 능력 포인트는 좀만 이따 쓰도록 하고요. 일단 벗어납시다. 바람선 돌아가고
Get in position to sail.
일단 여기로 가면 되고 창은 강화할 수 있죠. 그냥 저거 활동을 끝내고 바로 가면 되니까.
Until your return, Commander.
좋아요. 홍당. 상어가 여러 데 있어? 좋아요. 생각보다 깊게 있네요. 스파르타인. 좋아요. 자, 바로 창을 강화로 갑시다. 창. 강화하고. 리셋하고 하면 되죠. 드디어 오래비군. 장강하기. 자, 오래.
Forge activated. Synchronizing retransmission chronicity. Contact engaged.
창이 모습이 달라지는 것 같은데 기분 탓인가? 자, 이제 다음 창 강화는 얼마나 해야 되는 거야? 22개? 마지막 창인가 설마? 아야, 마지막이네. 그리고 능력 다 초기하고요. 유전 안에서 바꿔놓고 신성한 힘. 있고 일단 기본 전투 베이스는 그때랑 아니 처음이랑 똑같고요. 여기 있었죠. 이거 왜 없어? 할 게 찍을 게 없어 진짜. 아 진짜 찍을 거 없다. 다시 봐도 그냥 하는 말이 아니라 진짜 찍을 거 없어요. 그나마 쓸만한 거 사라지기 정도? 일단 스킬은 다 찍는 게 낫긴 하니까 찍겠는데 이 뒤로는 뭐 없죠? 일단 스킬은 다 해놨고 전투는 확실히 사기겠군. 다음 퀘스트 하러 갑시다. 스물둘인 거는 그건가? 교단원 22명 전부 잡는 건가? 내 생각엔 그런 거 같은데? 유령까지 잡는 거 같은데? 바로 잡으러 가죠. 치명적인 만남. 얼마나 치명적이길래. 죠 아, 52가 됐기 때문에 대장간 또 강화해야 되네?
Help me! Please, someone! By the gods! Why did it have to be snakes?
뭔 일이야?
Hurry! Kill the snakes before it's too late!
오. 네, 웬 뱀이요?
Blessed be the god that sent you here. I'd have been eaten alive if it weren't for you.
I don't think they'd eat you.
But they would have certainly killed me. So thank you.
I'm always happy to help someone in need.
The world could do with more like you. Especially now.
Pericles sent me. He was worried about you. Do you often get tied up and surrounded by snakes?
How can you joke about this? Thugs broke into my home, dragged me here, tied me up and surrounded me with these hideous creatures. They must be stopped.
The snakes?
The thugs!
Why would anyone do this?
Politicians are easy targets in these troubled times. When they tied me up, they said I was a snake. That I should die by my own kind.
Did you recognize the people who did this?
Pericles asked me to go down to the fishing district and talk with the poor and sick, to give them hope. That's how I recognized their voices.
Oh, yes.
They threw rotten food and yelled insults at me. These thugs disguised their faces, but their voices and the stench of fish were unmistakable.
호.
Where should I look?
I couldn't see their faces, but I recognized their voices from one of the districts I visited. They're regulars at Cleon's rallies. They live in the flooded part of the city, near the wall.
I'll track them down, Metiojos. Don't worry.
Tensions are high right now. At this rate, we'll tear each other apart within the city before the Spartans can breach the walls.
자, 130m에 있네요. 그렇게 멀리 있지 않네. 범인을 처단하러 가죠. 아니, 잡으러 가죠. 처단이지, 잡는 건지. 자, 일단 잡으러 갑시다.
The part of Athens I doubt Pericles is proud to talk about. There has to be a clue around here somewhere.
좋아요. 오.
like the ones that were meant to kill Metiojos.
어휴.
Snake bites. And someone hid the body. Though I have a feeling this death was an accident. It looks like the thugs who attacked Metiojos weren't the masterminds behind this plot. This must be the house of Metiojos' attackers. But the letter proves they're just tools in someone else's plan. Whose?
What the fuck are you doing sniffing around my house?
You attacked Metiojos. I found the snakes, the letter from your friend, and a body. All here.
Boraktis. We all knew the risks. Change don't happen without a bit of blood being spilled.
Why kill Metiojos with snakes?
We're prisoners in our own city because of Pericles and his crooked friends. The snake dealer told us it's time to send a message. Time they suffered.
You can't take the law into your own hands. Now I need to decide what to do with you.
Cleon says it's time we took the city back from the elite. Time to fight. Don't matter what you do to us. There will be others who follow our lead.
아유
I
페리온이
know
아주
someone
그냥.
gave you those snakes. They used you to do their dirty work. I want to know who.
He's a real hero of Athens. No puppet of Pericles is going to stop him.
Don't be someone's puppet. Tell me where the snake dealer is.
All right, all right. He's got a camp just outside the walls. Sells his snakes from there.
It's not too late to make a difference, but we have to work together.
Maybe you're right. You didn't have to show us mercy. But where do we start?
Start here. This district is your home. Ignore the politicians and concentrate on where you can make change.
Thank you. We will try.
I need to rid Athens of this snake seller.
뱀 상인을 주지 않게 되네요. 일단 갑시다. 상인은 뭔지인지 모르겠지만. 독살범.
Back up, Mistios. You're too close. Our enemy, Mistios.
His death should keep friends of Pericles safe.
독을 무슨 씨. 온 뱀을 이렇게 풀어놨대? 경비가 없는 걸 이걸로 버티다니. 이번에 BC도 정신이 없고 정신이 그냥 나갔었구만. 다 잡은 것 같은데? 자, 돌아갑시다. 자, 어쨌든 상인이 원인이 상인을 죽였다. 새로운 용병. 새로운 용병은 언제나 환영이야. 물론 너 말고.
Looks like your situation's improved since we last met.
Danger has passed for now. But while those monsters are out there, no one is safe.
A group of fishermen tied you up. They were being used by a snake dealer working for enemies of Athens.
What did you do with them?
I showed them the error of their ways and sent them on their way. They won't be bothering you again.
I'm glad no blood was shed. But how do you know they won't return?
I made it very clear that doing anything stupid would make me angry.
Well, that must have been a terrifying experience for them. Thank you for your help, Mystios. I'll be sure to mention this to Pericles.
That's everything
Ah.
Pericles wanted. Time to return to him and find out what these Athenians know about my mother.
페리클리스한테 돌아가야겠죠? 자, 페리클리스가 연애를 하는 것 같네요.
Heard the commander has been studying Spartan battlefield. We'll be watching you, Mr. At least give them a welcome.
응?
Alexios, it's you!
얘가 왜 여기 있어?
We promised we'd see each other again, and now we have.
I also said stay out of trouble.
Which I have. Okay, almost out of trouble.
How did you even get here, Phoebe?
Well, I did make some drachmi working for Marcos.
So you paid someone to bring you to Athens?
Not exactly.
Phoebe...
I needed a drachmi for when I arrived. I couldn't use it all to leave, and I didn't want to wait any longer. So I sneaked on a ship. Don't worry, nobody saw.
I just can't believe you made it.
I don't remember much of Athens from when I was a baby. But every once in a while, something feels familiar. It's nice.
I can't believe you're here.
Me either. I can't believe we both made it to Athens. It's so much different from Kefalonia.
But what are you doing here?
I'm here to get you ready. I have to make sure you leave all your weapons and change into these clothes.
So, you somehow work here? For Pericles?
No, for Aspasia.
I don't understand why I have to change.
It's just what you do here. I felt weird at first, but you forget about it pretty fast.
And my weapons?
Don't worry, I'll take care of them. You don't want to scare people in there.
Well...
일인이 있죠.
How is it you're working for Aspasia?
Well, I did get into a little bit of trouble after I got to Athens. I may have been a leader of a small group of orphans that tried to cheat Aspasia. We didn't know it was her, though.
And you convinced her to hire you?
No, she asked me on her own.
That was lucky. I think I'm ready to go in.
You can't. Not like that, anyway. The Athenians like it best when you try to fit in. But don't worry, I have just the outfit for you.
I'll get changed. Promise you'll take care of my things.
Yep. Leave your weapons in the corner, and I'll come back when you're done.
자, 일단은
Pericles welcomes you to his symposium.
노마에 가면 노마 버스다라는 듯이
I feel
일단
uncomfortable
따라줍시다.
in this.
Now you look like everyone else.
You say that like it's a good thing.
It is. If you want them to take you seriously, this is the easiest way. Trust me.
Is that everything?
You're all ready to go in. Don't worry. You've done scarier things than this.
I'm struggling to think of any right now. Are you sure I can't keep just one weapon with me?
No weapons. Now hurry and go in. Oh, and don't leave without saying bye.
Here, Alexios. The mighty mercenary and traveler has finally made his grand entrance. Only slightly late, too.
Herodotus. Athenians have no problem letting me know when I'm not welcome. It's a relief to see your friendly face.
Don't let the company here tonight intimidate you.
I won't.
Pericles is no king. He needs these guests to love him so that the people love him. And they, in turn, need Pericles. You're no different from any of them.
Do you really think these people will help me?
They will if you get them to trust you. And you've wisely dressed for the occasion. Appearing trustworthy is the most important part of being trusted, after all. Now then, come, let me introduce you to everyone. They may not look it, but this group holds the way to the future on the tip of their opinionated tongues. Ah, Sophocles and Euripides, for example. Two of the most celebrated playwrights to date. No one can throw stones as far as they can. They appear to be locked in some kind of intellectual struggle, as is their way.
He's a writer of comedies, of all things. Comedies, Euripides.
I've heard of Sophocles. In my line of work, it pays to know who the richest and most famous men are.
Hermippos has also written his fair share of comedies. You should drink more. Lately, his attitudes have garnered him more notice than his works. However, the fellow beside him, Protagoras, is a sophist worthy of as much praise as the great Socrates himself.
Inviting Socrates seems like a good way to ruin everyone's night. I'm surprised they would let him in the door.
Oh, don't let Socrates get under your skin. At least he wore shoes for the occasion. And the poor thing gesticulating like an ape is Thrasymachos. If you listen closely, you'll notice he and Socrates are actually arguing the same points. But the wind from his wild gestures deafens him to critique.
That isn't at all what I mean.
Where is Pericles?
Oh, he never attends his own parties.